Today I'm hoping to take out these floor joists, but before I do that I'm going to remove the nails because it's a lot easier with them on the floor held down. Now, removing nails is mostly pretty just easy or slightly tedious. Every now and then we come across one that is hard to get out, and what tends to happen is the tool will slip off the head of the nail because it's so tightly in. Now these nails, like a lot of nails, are oval, and you can get more purchase on them if you put the tool in just gently at 90 degrees to the direction you can easily pull it. That makes sure that the head of the nail is very tightly held in the claw of the nail puller. It does, however, mean that they're slightly harder to get out of the nail puller, which slows you down. The other thing I'm doing is, if they're very hard to pull, I've got this this fairly long lever that I'm using. Although it makes it slower, it reduces fatigue on my hand, which is important at this stage. Here's an example of one that wouldn't pull out, just like this. The tool slips off the head, but because they're oval and they're narrow in that direction, if I carefully insert it like that and give it a wiggle into place, then rotate it, it often grips well enough. Pull the nail out like that. I've been a bit lax with picking up nails because I'm hoping that my new magnetic nail pickup tool is going to make it easy to find them. Let's see how it goes. Well, I think it's sort of full up, so I have to pull these off and then keep going. I was quite interested to see how many hair clips and pins there were that had fallen through the floorboards to the space underneath. Not many needles. I think I've developed a better way of levering these joists off rather than hammering them off like I was doing before. This is a lot easier on the body, so I put the bar in like that and put these two bits of old pipe in to lever with, and then I can get right on the other end of these pipes. I'm only really pushing it out there and add that force. Pulls it out, the nails come out or the wood breaks. Okay, I may have found an even more efficient way, because this pipe has a bit of a bend on the end. I can wedge it under the pipe at an angle like this. It seems to pull it straight up enough to lever them apart very easily. And another one. No, that's just bending the pipe. Maybe not then. Back to plan A. I think the benefit of this way is it's 2 levers. My observations on removing these nails. It's easier to hit them back out the way they came if you angle the wood so the nail is straight up. Also, make sure it's resting on a good support so the energy goes into the nail, not into the wood. And then this one goes in here, angle it around. At this stage you might be tempted to use a nail puller to lever it out, but as you can see it just levers it up this way, which will break the wood. It seems more effective to have the wood sitting that way round, put the nail puller on it, then hammer in the direction the nail will naturally come out. I initially thought this wood was new, but I've been looking for clues to see if that is true. And I've found a few things. Like here, there are cable ties. There was no cables going under the floor here. There's a couple of joists that have cable ties on them, so they must be second-hand. I suspect they all are second-hand. Looking at the side of this one here, I see there's a bit of what looks like roofing felt on it or something, but it's been painted over. That's probably second-hand. And in addition, I see some nails, roofing nails, which would have been under the floorboards. So, yeah, again, clearly second-hand. Lovely. The bearers are also mismatched, a different width. This one, turn it over, a bit of painted wood that had a life previous. Wonder what it was. Green underneath the white. Haha. Now the other day I discovered a couple of half crowns in this corner over here. So I thought I might have a bit of a poke around and see if we can discover anything else. Paula said she thought that she stored coins on a shelf over here, so maybe they must have fallen off that shelf, so she reckons they're hers. Huh. She couldn't quote the dates of them though. Whoa, what's this? This looks like it might be one. Oh yeah, look. Definitely. It's surprisingly shiny as well on that side. Fancy. Must have been lying that way up for quite a long time. Yeah, another half crown. Ooh, take that home. What else can we find any more? Hair clip. Well, there's plenty of those. Not very exciting to find a hair clip. Soil that seems to have fallen out of the brickwork. This was the hole where some heating went through. Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna find any gold sovereigns today. There really isn't much holding that up. Rat's nest in the corner. Yeah. I'll put that in the bin.